Come stop and take a trip down on my block, where you see hidden potential, young minds sharper than pencil, and ain't afraid to speak their mind if they got something against you. We standing with you, we tackle issues like civic pride. Hate will cease to exist, let's put our differences aside. From my side to your side, from Dutchtown to South Side, from Penrose to North Side, from Benton Park to Old North, the West End, the West Side. We blessed when we step out, we stand down, rise up, stand together, wise up.
This is Stitchcast Studio, produced by St. Louis Story Stitchers in St. Louis, Missouri.
Youth leaders sit down and discuss how much music means to them in this week's episode of Stitchcast Studio Season 2.
They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them story stitches, story stitches, story stitches.
Hey everybody, it is Emira here today with a little short, brief podcast with two of our wonderful, amazing youth council members. Can you all introduce yourselves?
Hi, you guys. You know who I am. I'm just doing marketing and I help with singing and producing.
All right, what's up, you guys? My name is C, and I mostly do podcasts, and yeah.
Hey, dope. We're here today at our new spot, just kind of chilling, and just wanted to talk a little bit. I was thinking, and I think I wanted to kind of keep it along the lines of music. And my first question I want to ask is, when was a time that music helped you like keep going, or like keep pushing and like motivated you to like just keep on living life? Like, have you ever had a time, and if so, you can even like share the song, like what song it was, what it meant to you, like what the lyrics meant.
She's already trying to get deep with it. Okay, I guess I'll go first. I'll say 2020, the end of 2020, probably like August, because a lot of stuff happening, and someone like dear to us kind of passed away as well. So music kind of like helped me with that. And the song that I'll say like is called "Never Would Have Made It" by Marvin Sapp, which was her favorite song, which is our grandma. So like that all together was kind of hard, just kind of like pushing from that, getting back up, and then like entering in a new year, staying positive, knowing that everything's gonna be good and okay. So like music kind of helped me keep pushing and just kind of like making more stuff, finding like my range, and just continue to keep my passion for what I was like good for and my talent, sharpen up my craft, and not letting it die down just because I know someone deep in our family passed away. Just kind of helped me push actually more and to be motivated in what I do. So
That's really good. That's really good. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You know.
Yeah, all right, so for me, it was in 2022, but it was like in the summer. And I just was just going through my friends list and just like seeing who they really are, and like seeing how many friends that aren't right for me. So there was a song called "Clean This House" by Isaac Career.
Yeah.
So basically, you could take it one or two ways, but that was like cleaning my friend group for me, and like that's what I used it for. And just knowing who the real people in my life is. And, yeah.
That's good.
That is good. I'm over here trying to think, because that was a good question I asked. And I'm over here like, what song? Let me think. What has happened recently? Well, I could say, and I don't mean to be like, one of those people, but listening to my own music like really helped me. Like, and sometimes I'm strategic about doing that, like putting messages in my music that I know will like convict me in a way. Like if I ever get off, or like if I ever, like veer off the path that I was on, like it'll make me like think like, okay, you saying this in your music, so you need to be doing it. Right, like, what I'm saying? So I do that a lot. And really, I don't know, it's a lot of songs for me that just kind of help me to stay focused and motivated. So I don't even really have a specific song, but yeah, that was actually good. Yeah, it was a good question. I didn't really notice how hard of a question that was until it was time for me to answer. But what do you all think music does for youth in the urban community? Like being able to express themselves through music does it help them or harm them in any way? Like, what are pros and cons to that you all have seen personally?
Yeah, so basically the positive music has a better impact because it, like, I don't know, it's just something about it, like, you know, when the law of attraction, right? You listen to bad stuff and like bad stuff comes to you, and like listen to good stuff comes to you type of stuff. And like, yeah, it's basically using the law of attraction on the songs, because say you're somebody in the hood and then you listen to songs about a guy who got out of the hood and they're saying that, oh, anybody can do it, you just have to believe, a song like that, and just giving you positive impact. Then you like, okay, if he can do it, then I can do it too.
Right.
Instead of those songs that is just like depressing, just all about depression or like suicidal thoughts type of songs.
Yeah.
And like that would just keep you in that state of mind. And say, oh, you're in depression and then you listen to a sad song, that doesn't really help you. It just keeps you there until, say it helps you for a second, but you always relapse into that song. So that's the thing for me.
Yeah, that's good insight. You got anything on that one?
That was good. You know? I'll say, okay, so the pros, he basically, you know, elaborated on everything. But I say, like, I know a lot of people use music to fill a void or like emotions and certain stuff, and I mean, it could be a good pro and it could be like, you know, a bad con as well. And I know like music for us is like everything, you know, we express our ways in like just dancing, singing. It can just be a tune, a melody, like it's just something that we just have to have in our daily life. And some people use it, I know, like it could be like wrong, you know, like there's a lot of young generations growing up and they're hearing certain stuff and they may not know like what that is, but they end up saying it in their household, or they can hear it from school, and then they come home and their parents like, where'd you get that from? And, or they could be the ones, you know, kind of like the ones showcasing it in the house, and then they say it and then they get in trouble, but they don't really know what it's about, to be honest. But it's just like certain stuff can change the mind of a young person and an older person growing up. And so you have to like kind of, I guess, just watch what you listen to, what you hear, and not just that, like anything. It could be anything. So you just gotta kind of be watchful. And sometimes you gotta be the one to say no, even though all your friends are listening to it, or just like sending you a video on IG or anything. Like just certain stuff, you just gotta say no to it and just kind of like guard your heart and guard your mind, because like certain stuff, it's not good. And you keep building up on it. It could be a little, and you just constantly keep doing it. That thing can get worse, and it can just end up being a habit that you don't even know you had. So just like, yeah, you just gotta be watchful. But there's a lot of positive songs out there, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good songs. So it's like, you just gotta choose which one to listen to, which one not.
Yeah, so, and even, you know, because I believe in like having balance. So like, you know, how much you listen to certain things, you know what I'm saying? Because I think too, with the mainstream music, I think people forget, and I don't think the younger generation or kids understand that this is for entertainment. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not what you should be trying to find your life in. You know what I'm saying? This is not where you go for guidance. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand that it's entertainment and not really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not your, like, your full time. You know, it's not where you should be. That shouldn't be your source of of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Your source of happiness. Yeah. Like, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that was good. Like how y'all kind of broke that down. Yeah, and that's just kind of what it made me think of.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's that time again for our Stitchcast Studio Arts Interlude. That's right. It's time to pick the city up. This week, we have a Story Stitchers original song entitled Wade Reprise.
We rise, we shine now. We fly, we soar through the clouds. We rise, we shine now. We never falling down. We
2 cents. Step in my mess and get swept like a broomstick. Ayy, ain't that what happened with dirt? And when I'm at my worst, I can still trust the process. If it's in you, your progress. And make meals out the food that the ones that were bringing you down couldn't even digest, but I digress. Look, never to never, we never falling down. Never to never, we never falling down. We never to never, we never falling down. We never to never, we never falling down. Look, we wanna change and we wanna grow. You in the way, that mean you gotta go. They feeling great with the people I know. They fill my brain with these demons I know. This happening way too frequent I know. Say that we equal but treat us uneven, and all of my people make me wanna go. But you gon' go? Yeah, here I go. I just hope they understanding me. They racking and stacking up all the odds and I'm still chilling on top like a canopy. Got my side on the enemy. Tell a press that damage and they're like, oh, you offended me. I mean, oh, to humanity. Line them up like assemblies and similes, metaphors and imagery. What's scoring me mentally? What be scoring me mentally? Be what's scoring them physically. What be scoring them physically? Be what's all in the history. I just had an epiphany. I noticed the patterns. Know when we say that we matter, it doesn't mean no one else matters. Know that we matter. Know when the bar is too high, we the type that'll go get the ladder. And if we fall off as we climb, then we'll come back and try again after. If we can move forward with this, you for or against. Rising, we shining just when you think you can forget. Then the quince is the chorus again.
We rise, we shine now. We fly, we soar through the clouds. We rise, we shine now. We never falling down. We rise, we shine now. We fly, we soar through the clouds. We rise, we shine now. We never falling down.
That demands I pick apart. I'm trying to reach beyond the arch. Can't walk a mile up in my shoes, cause your feet ain't got the arch. I hold my city in my heart. When you realize just who you are, you realize what's truly yours, and they can never take it from. Systematic oppression, trying to blur the vision, but I will never let my people be defined by restrictions. You see the crime rate is shifting, and Corona been vicious, but I'm determined to turn the tables despite my position. Yeah, despite opposition and disloyalty, despite the pain that runs so deep. We rise and we shine and we soar and we flying above slave mentality and all formalities and principalities with shallow feet that try to shadow me. Yeah.
We rise, we shine now. We fly, we soar through the clouds. We rise, we shine now. We never falling down. We rise, we shine now. We fly, we soar through the clouds. We rise, we shine now. We never falling down.
Have you all ever seen or had a moment where you played a song for somebody and it changed their entire mood? Or like somebody played a song for you and it changed your entire mood? Like, have you ever had that? And if so, do y'all remember what the song was?
No, not really.
I mean,
Okay,
Making y'all think.
Right. Okay, so I guess like, okay, you know, like we're in the car, driving around, and we be with our mom and dad, and then some like, you know, we be with parents like that. So when we be with our parents, and we break this down, they usually don't keep the radio. Like our dad, he keeps the radio on. So like, there's always music, and he's always on 95.5, Boost 101, you know. So it's like, it's always a good energy in the room, in the car. So my mom, she doesn't really click the music radio on when we get in the car, so it's like silent, or we're like,
or she's the radio.
Right, she's the radio. So,
she's the radio.
So once one of us like say like, oh, we can turn the radio on, it's like the whole mood and like the vibe and the whole car changes. And it's like, okay, we got something playing in the background, thank goodness. So, but it's like, it's a good feeling, like to have like a tune that's in the background. I don't know, like I just like a little bit of a melody. So like with Mary, but she always, you know, bumping music and stuff. So it's like you could tell the difference. Like we get in the car and then she puts on some music and like it's stuff that we listen to, and it's like always a good like hype in the car and stuff like that. And then she driving, I don't think she want to go to sleep on the road. So it's like, it's good. It's a good feeling. I guess music, and it's especially when it's like a good message. It's like, so. Yeah.
I got something. So like, it was actually today. I was driving my mom so she can go get her car out the shop, and it's the song, y'all probably know it, called "Different" by Tori Deshawn and Hovey. And it was like every time I heard that song, every time I hear it, it takes me back to like when I was young, and I would hear my mom playing like this like really uplifting music, you know what I'm saying? And so when she got in the car, I was like, I want you to hear this song because I think of you every time it comes on. And so I played it for her, and she like instantly started laughing because she just automatically knew like the vibe that I was talking about, and she's like, I'm pretty sure it took her back too. So yeah, that was kind of like a dope moment that I actually kind of forgot about till I asked that question.
That's tight. That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like my sister said, when we were in the car, and you know, like sometimes we do some things, get our parents mad at everything.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
My mom, she be mad, but then she put on her song on her radio station 99.1, and then her mood just changes. She could go to like that angry face into that praise worship.
All right, she starts singing.
Yeah, and then like honestly, sometimes that station be saving us because we could get a whooping in the car. Be like, oh, we about to whoop you, and then at home when she listens to her songs, she get a good mood and everything. Go in her room,
right?
She just forget go
like,
to sleep.
I don't even want to
like,
whoop y'all
God.
today. These holy hands.
Right.
Not even gonna get you.
Right.
Man, I just think music is really powerful. So, in just a few sentences, can y'all kind of explain what music means to you? There's no right or wrong answer either, by the way.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I listen to music, but I don't really listen to it a lot. But like, music for me is like to get out my comfort zone because like I know I can't dance and everything, but when I listen to music, I just don't care about what's around me, and I just start dancing, just being myself and everything, just going with the vibe. Yeah, that's for me.
That's dope.
Okay, you said no wrong answer.
Yeah, no, it's not. Definitely.
Okay, so music, I'll say it's like medicine, but it's like not a drug, y'all, not a drug. But it's like, I don't know, it's like it gives me that dosage that I don't really need to go to the doctor for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like everything in the music is there for me, and it's like feeds me. It feeds me in a way. So like I don't get pulled completely because I always got room for music, but
Right. Exactly.
but it's like it feels like that. Yeah. So that's kind of like that.
I would say for me, when I think about it, I just think about like my mind always goes back to like how do I feel when I'm playing a guitar. Like when I'm playing it, it just feels so soothing. It's like I could be having a bad day or even a happy day, or it could be like a mellow day, and it's just like all of that will kind of like fade away in a way, like as I'm strumming it and finding different things and finding like different sounds, on the guitar. It's hard to explain, but it's just like this very, what do you call it? It feels almost like meditation. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just kind of like very peaceful. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
Yeah, that's good. Relaxation.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's
It's
just
like you're floating.
Right. And I think, and every time I think about that, I think back to like just this one time, because honestly, it wasn't in my intention to play guitar. It just like kind of happened because a teacher came to the school, from the high school to the middle school, and was like, who wants to play guitar? He had like 8 guitars, and I was like, I'm gonna try it. And I just remember just sitting there like looking at my hands like, wow, am I really making this sound? Like, what I'm saying? Like, it's amazing. Like, am I really doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I go back to that moment, and so it just kind of like brings me back and just kind of like mellows out my thoughts and like everything from the day. So yeah, that's kind of what it is to me. It's just like a refresher.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So you're an artist, right? And you make songs. Like, what message do you go for in your songs? And like, what audience are you trying to reach? And
That's a really good question. Because I've really been thinking about that and kind of like molding it and different things like that. So, of course, I'm a CHH artist. And so I, even when I'm at Story Stitchers, I go for a more positive message. And I try to make sure if I'm not uplifting, then I'm educating. Those are the main 2 things that I go for in any song that I write or any verse, you know what I'm saying? Anything, any type of lyric. I'm trying to either educate or uplift. And sometimes it comes out differently for me, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it comes out in a like very hip hop-ish way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, or real like just grimy like type way. Or it could come out in like something that's more somber or like more like rock and roll type of feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't have like a specific like audience. Like, I want to reach the young 18 and younger. Like, you know, I'm just kind of like, this is for whoever is willing to listen. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, this is the music inside of my poem, and I'm putting my hands out in the open, and it's like, whoever grabs it, like, you can have it, and you can eat off of it, and hopefully it edifies your soul. Like, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So that's kind of like where I'm at with it, and it actually feels really good to be able to look at it like that, because I don't feel the pressure of having to really relate to somebody, but I'm able to be myself, and the people will gravitate towards me because I'm being myself. Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a great question too.
Yeah, that was a great answer.
Appreciate it. Well, you guys, I'm so glad that you all listened to this podcast today. Yeah, it was pretty short, but I think you all are going to really like it. I hope you all enjoyed it. And again, they're over here dancing. I don't know if you all can hear them snapping and popping. But yeah, we have fun doing this podcast, and I hope you all just got something out of it. Maybe refreshed your day from hearing about the power of music. And hopefully after this, you go listen to one of your favorite Story Stitcher songs. I'm not ashamed of that plug that I just put in there.
I ain't either.
But yeah, like always, if you all want to know more, keep up with Story Stitchers, definitely go to storystitchers.org or follow us on social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything. We're there. But until next time, you all, we are out, and have a wonderful week.
Bye.
Peace.
Stitchcast Studio Season 2 in 2021 is sponsored by the Spirit of St. Louis Women's Fund's 3-year grant 2020 to 2022, Arts and Education Council PNC grant, and Lush Corporation's The Charity Pot. They say who that, but you already knew that. That be them Story Stitchers. Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers, Story Stitchers.